been loving on Beat Saber like a fat booty girl made of weed and peanut butter cheesecake. I've also been quietly plugging away at Pistol Whip, a game that I don't speak so glowingly about. It's usually more like Beat Saber is life and Pistol Whip is the devil, mainly because it kicks my ass and frustrates me in ways that Beat Saber never could. Still, I hold both in equally high esteem. Fuck it, I do love Pistol Whip, and its incredible and continuous evolution is a big part of the reason why. Now, if you're an avid player of video games, then you know that in most cases, the game that you buy isn't necessarily always the finished product. In fact, it has become commonplace for publishers to release a game now and then worry about fleshing out the content and addressing issues later. I'm looking at you, AEW Fight Forever. So, while it's nothing new, Pistol Whip has embraced this more impressively than just about any other title I've seen thus far, especially in the VR arena. When I first hopped on a little bandwagon, the Pistol Whip team had just recently released Styles, which I can't even imagine playing this game without. I think the 2089 storyline campaign was relatively new as well. Of course, this was followed up with Smoke and Thunder, Encore, Contracts, and a cast of other small updates here and there. To my uneducated eyes, that was a wrap. They had knocked it out of the park and delivered everything that could possibly be served up in a single game. Bravo! I was actually looking forward to the future and wondering what might be on tap for a potential sequel. But to my pleasant surprise, they were hardly done with this little VR jump. The first sign that Pistol Whip had a lot more in store was the secret map Shred, which I noticed in a monthly contracts challenge. This turned out to be part of an even bigger initiative called Overdrive. I'm not sure if it's going to be a campaign in the vein of 2089 or Smoke and Thunder. They've been slow rolled out one at a time and don't seem to have a lot in common in the way of themes. That's the maps, the scenes, if you will, that make up the thing called Overdrive. But there's still one more at least of these scenes to be revealed, so I guess time will tell how all that is going to play out. Point is, after all these massive updates, Pistol Whip has continued to roll out new content, all without asking players to pay money for additional DLC packs and whatnot, which I'm sure some of us would have been totally fine with. Is there more to come? I honestly don't know, but at this point, I would not be surprised. For now, however, I want to focus on the tone of Pistol Whip's more recent developments. With the release of Shred, Pistol Whip upped the ante on map creativity and visual styling. Yes, it's still the linear on the rail shooter, if you will, that we all know and love. But the stuff they're doing with the level building is absolutely bananas in the best possible way. The already wildly colorful world is even more vibrant than before, taking on the tone of your favorite psychedelic experience or a kind of trippy movie. Seriously, man. This shit moving. There's dudes falling off the sky. Have me not knowing if I'm supposed to duck out of the way or shoot these niggas or what. There's also new enemy types and simple yet effective positioning that makes the game even more challenging. Furthermore, even the quality of the music is going up a notch. Now, I never thought the music in Pistol Whip was quite as insufferable as the tunes in Beat Saber, but this shit isn't exactly great either. But now I've heard a couple songs that are not only tolerable, but actually solid. Like I would actually consider banging this shit outside of the game. We even got our first official hip hop song, and that's something that is severely lacking in these damn VR rhythm games. I mean, I know that the genre itself is best suited for techno-ish music, disco shit, if you will, but damn, rap music is still a thing. The most impressive of all these updates, for me, it has to be Pistol Mix, the robust editor that allows you to build your own maps fitted to your own music from scratch. This is the only feature that I felt that Pistol Whip was really missing when I reviewed it and first played it a couple years ago. The rollout of custom scenes has been kind of slow compared to what you find in the VR modding community for different games like, say, Boneworks or whatever. As of now, there's only a couple dozen maps to play with. As you might expect, some are rough around the edges. However, some are absolutely mind blowing and done so well you might think they were laid by the developers themselves. So there's some cats out here with some real skills making some very imaginative and very cool Pistol Whip maps out here. Now I've been playing around with the editor myself and I gotta say it's pretty damn cool, man. After finding that you could use AI to do it in a matter of seconds, I pretty much gave up on designing my own Beat Saber maps. Like, what's the point if I can do this shit easier without having to put in the work? And the editors for games like Audica and Boombox never appealed to me enough to use them beyond just testing them for a couple of little custom maps that I made. Whatever. I could see myself spending a lot of time with Pistol Mix. You can customize virtually every aspect of the scene, and there's so much to work with. A perfect example is the target sequences, which pretty much defines how your enemies run and attack you, or better yet, the stances they take. Now, they've got sequence animations I haven't even seen in the official maps, from cats stunned with dance moves to simply being more dangerous foes. You'll find a little bit of everything in this sequence menu. Now, being honest, mastering this little tool is going to be a process, but I'm motivated by the ongoing desire to fucking buck blast shit and Pistol Whip while playing my own music, be it Spice One, Bone Thugs, Esham, Jimi Hendrix, or other dope ass artists I love to listen to so much. Even if I don't become an expert scene builder, which I probably won't, because my patience is a fucking very thin thing, just being able to put something together that works well enough to throw in the game, that appeals to me, and that makes Pistol Mix a very promising little offering. Pistol Whip, man. Yeah, it's still holding down that cozy spot in my top 3 most beloved VR games. While I am the official, unofficial Beat Saber spokesman, I'm ready to admit that fundamentally, Pistol Whip may very well be the better overall game. And with the recent additions, it could be on pace to enjoy the same extended run and seemingly endless replay value that makes Beat Saber feel so damn timeless, at least in its current timeline. Peace.